December 22nd, but let's just call it December 21st. Because then we like to think of summer solstice as June 21st, you know? It's like December 22nd, whatever. But winter solstice is the shortest day of the year. So it is the time where the planet is tilted furthest away from the sun. And so we would have the shortest day, and it is also the first day of winter. So winter is coming, and winter has arrived. And it's so funny because in my head, November is winter and December is winter. But I guess it's been fall this whole time, sweater weather. You know, now it's earmuff season. If you're in the northern hemisphere, I guess, earmuff season. So, during this time, we are reminded of the balance of all of the seasons. Specifically, you know, summer and winter. If you happen to have a summer and winter weekend, I assume everyone's having one, okay? Or you can also choose not to have one. You like, peace out for winter, I'm out of here, okay? But more of this. When we think of winter, you know, when you think of summer and spring, you think of fruit and the ability to do things and abundance and moving and blah, 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 right? And so winter might appear to the naked eye of being like dead and desolate and, you know, nothing happening. But here's the thing. When you have these beautiful blooming trees and forests and things like that, when those leaves start to drop, releasing their nutrients back in the soil, what can you do now? Now you can see beyond the horizon. Whereas before you only had a limited view, you could only see what was in front of you. And those things, they were obstructing your view. So while things look cold and they look, you know, asleep, unless it's like an evergreen tree, while things look cold and asleep, what it's really doing is it is opening you up so you can see what was beyond the horizon, what was beyond your view. Previously, that thing has always been there, but now you're seeing with clarity, and that's why I was talking about clarity. You now know where you're trying to go, or you get to make a new decision. Didn't know that was over there. I think I'm gonna go in that direction. So trust yourself, okay? And the end of the year is always one of those times where we're starting to gear up for the beginning of the year. So that's when you are thinking around this time, well, what direction do I want to go in? What do I want to start? What do I want to initiate? What do I want to do? All of those things, you know. Okay. 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 Just balance this. Okay. And shift it from left to right, left to right, left to right, okay? Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. And moving it on. Moving it on. Moving it on. Good job. Okay. Just shifting. Now, open yourself to yourself. And I say this all the time, open yourself to yourself, because I am not telling you to open yourself to me. That's not important. You open yourself to yourself. We're always developing a deeper relationship with ourselves. rest and balancing. You are not the same person you were 1 year ago, 3 years, 5, 10, or how, keep on going. And so that new version of you is experiencing new things every year, its own kind of level. If I think about who I was 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, unrecognizable. Some of the same kind of passions maybe, but who I am and how I show up in the world, how I hold myself, how I carry myself, how I think, my patterns, day and night, day and night, completely different. Now, part of that is growing up, that's normal, but another part of that is growing outside of who you were, outgrowing yourself, your old routines, your old mentality, your old approaches to things, becoming too big for the limiting thoughts you had. Because I used to think, oh, in order to do X, Y, and Z, there's only a set number of situations where it would work. And then when you take a step back out and you open yourself to yourself, you realize there are unlimited possibilities to get to wherever you want to go. Unlimited. In very creative ways. Very, very creative ways. And the more that you limit yourself, the more that you kind of have to just figure out how to do it that set way. Versus if you free yourself, you end up getting places further and faster without needing as much. You don't need to have done as much to prove you're ready for X, Y, and Z. You just show up. So I'm just working through that. Just opening yourself to yourself. And loves themselves, shows up, and has respect for themselves, they free love. Every time you show up and you respect yourself and love yourself, you free love as well. And then love grows and expands. You know, what I'm describing as love probably can be explained in multiple ways. Connection, respect, however you feel comfortable naming it. We are all connected, and it is because we come to this space together that it amplifies our healing and our manifesting. So bring into your life this direction that will help you to grow. Bring into your life this direction that brings out the biggest potential. And bring into your life this direction to show up as your authentic self. To show up as who you are, to trust yourself. Because during the different stages in life, you have different things. You know, when you get older, you have a lot of wisdom, so you can lean on that when times are tough. When you're, not so young, or not so old, not so young, not so old, whatever in the middle, you have a lot of, maybe perhaps you have a work ethic, so you have a lot of time to be able to do it. And when you're younger, you have a lot of curiosity, so you can make those mistakes. You probably got time to, but you can make those mistakes. So it doesn't have to be perfect. But in this moment, connecting with yourself. So breathe in. Exhale, release. 2 more. Exhale, release. Final breath. Remove and let it go. Well, babies, I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope that you bring in this winter solstice energy. New Year's is right around the corner. New Year's is right around the corner. I'm so excited, and it's surprising how excited